सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयात् देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः तुष्टवागुंसतनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ अथाश्वलायनो भगवन्तम् परमेष्ठिनम् उपसमेत्योवाच। अधीहि भगवन् ब्रह्मविद्यां वरिष्ठाम् सदा सद्भिः सेव्यमानां निगूढाम् यया चिरात् सर्वपापं व्यपोह्य परात् परं पुरुषं याति विद्वान्। The contemplation about Atma Swarupa that is being shown, starting from Vivikta Deshe cha Sukhasanastaha Shuchihi Samagriva Shirasharira. Starting from there, the Atma Swarupa is shown. Atma being Brahman is being shown, that is contemplation. And also, that's the Shravanam also. Shravana, Manana, are all shown here. Then Hrit Pundarikam onwards, the Atma Swarupa is shown, and then Brahman is presented in these three ways as we have seen earlier. Saguna, Sakara. As seen as endowed with attributes, Saguna. Also with form, Akara, Saguna, Sakara. And then Saguna but Nirakara. Saguna, attributes alright, but without Akara form. Like even Sarvavyapi, Sarvavit, Srishtikarta, etc. These are all Nirakara only. Saguna alright, but Nirakara. That's also shown here. And thirdly, Nirguna Nirakara Rupena. That's also shown here. Tamasah Parastad, Chidanandam, etc. By saying that, Nirguna Nirakara Rupa also is shown. A person, a seeker, starts with Saguna Sakara generally, and then moves on to Saguna Nirakara and Nirguna Nirakara. This is how the mind gets a capacity to comprehend, to understand. Mind, to start with, is capable of knowing, comprehending things which have form. That's why Saguna Sakara, with form, it starts. And then one most higher step. It transcends to Saguna Nirakara, Sarvavyapi, all pervasive, etc. Then finally, Nirguna Nirakara Rupena, mind can comprehend. That is why all the forms, all the ways that are presented. Here there is no comparison. It is not that Nirguna Nirakara is highest, Saguna Sakara is lowest. It is not that way, not seen that way. The one and the same thing is presented variously only for the ease of comprehension. For the ease of comprehension it is presented. There is no taratamya in all this. Saguna Sakara is lowest, Nirguna Nirakara is highest. There is no taratamya here. Alright. And further the Shastra continues to say that this Brahman is Atma and that Brahman is one Ekam. It was pointed out Ekam, it is the non-dually one. What about all the plurality that we see, that we experience? I and you means there is plurality. There is many. How is it accounted? How do you explain that multitude, manyness? Okay? That the Shastra again points out by it's all Nama Rupa. Various Nama, various Rupa, various forms, various Upadhis. The typical examples are like the wave, water appearing like a particular given wave, a wave form. Waves are many but water is one. Reflections of the sun in many mirrors. The reflections are many but sun is one. Akasha, space is one but Gata Akasha are many. As many Gatas, so many Gata Akasha. As many parts, so many part spaces. Just because number appears, the plurality appears, does not mean they count as separately. One part space, another part space, third part space does not mean that there are many spaces. One water, one wave, second wave, third wave does not mean that water is many. One appearing as many is clearly explained, understood, is to happen in the form of Namarupa Upadhi. Now the Shastra says Atma is one, Brahman is one, obtaining in all the Namarupa. As the very basis, as the very content, as the very truth of Namarupa, Atma Brahma, Brahmatma is there. And therefore the Vidwan, the wise person or the contemplative person, deliberately, to start with, deliberately looks upon everything as myself, as oneself. All these are all me. I only manifest in these various forms. Imagine a droplet, a drop of water, right? That water says that I am the every wave, I am all the waves. Every wave that ever manifests shows up, I am that. I am the ocean. Who's saying that? A drop. A drop of water says that, knows that I am the ocean. Where is drop? Where is ocean? Right? No comparison. Yet the droplet is very correct because the drop understands that the dropness is a form, is upadhi. But being water is my swarupa. Being water, there is no limitation. Right? As water, there is no limitation. Therefore, the drop is very right in understanding and expressing that I am the ocean, I am all the waves. So too the wise person says, understands that I am everything. In this upadhi, I am manifest as Yajna Devadatta, I am Devadatta. In this upadhi, I manifest as Devadatta. In other upadhi, I manifest as Yajnadatta. In the third, I manifest as Somadatta, etc. That's all. It's all the Yajnadatta, Devadatta is only Nama Rupa. I do not become many, I appear as many. So this is the Vidwan, the wise person is very, very clear. And what the wise person knows, that the seeker, the mumukshu, deliberately practices, takes to that wisdom. So here, the meditator also looks upon oneself as I am everything. In our meditations, we never say that I am different from you all, I am small, I am parichinna. It's never there in the meditation. Whereas it is said that I am the all-pervasive Brahmatma. I am the ultimate truth. I am the all-pervasive one. I am the pure one. I am the ever-free one. This is how the meditation is done. So deliberately done. So that the mind becomes familiar with that, and then the mind is able to grasp it. Slowly, steadily, the mind is able to understand. The clarity, as we see, the clarity grows upon the mind. Any subtle matter, subtle topic, the mind understands gradually. Right? It's not that the mind can grasp all subtle topics. It cannot. So gradually, slowly, bit by bit, the mind understands. This we say a growing understanding or growing clarity is there. We have seen the example of this Polaroid picture. We see that. Or the example of a painter painting a picture on a canvas. As the Polaroid picture is taken out after taking a snapshot, the Polaroid paper, that the picture, as you take out, there is no picture there in the Polaroid paper. But give time, the picture emerges and the clarity grows. Right? It's not that there is no picture, but give time. Right? Already the picture is registered on the paper, but for it to show up clearly, give time. So too, like even the painter, as the painter draws a sketch, draws a picture, the picture is not seen in its fullness, in all detail in the beginning. But as the painter keeps on giving stroke of, with every stroke, the clarity, the picture becomes clearer and clearer. This is how it works generally. This is how it works generally in the mind. Therefore, the Shastra deliberately does this, present that I am everything. I am the truth of everything. I am the Atma of everything. Anything that you see in the universe, known, unknown, seen, unseen, I like or I don't like, I am the Atma of what I don't like also. It's not I am the Atma of what I like alone. What is pleasant to me alone, I am the Atma. No, I am the Atma of even the unpleasant, I am the Atma. The pleasant and unpleasant is for the mind or for the Chidabhasa. The opinion, one who has opinions, ideas, likes and dislikes for the Chidabhasa, but not for the Atma Swarupa. So, it is presented here that I am the Atma of everything. That is said in the following mantra. Before we go into that, have we gone through the commentary? Did we read that Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram? I think we read up to that, okay? And also the next one also. Dhyatva Munir Gacchati Bhutayonim. That mantra, Dhyatva.
Yes, we want to
Can you?
Fifth line.
Fifth line. Ityartaha, up to that. Tamasaha Parastat. Okay. Now continue with the mantra. Sabrahma Sashivaha Sendraha Soksharaha Paramaha Swarat स एव विष्णुः स प्राणः स कालोऽग्निः स चन्द्रमाः सः ब्रह्मा. That verily, that Atman, Saha, that entity. What is that? What was said earlier? Uma Sahayam, Neelakantam, Aditya Varnam, etc. Vibhum, Chidanandam, Ekam, Vibhum, etc. What was said earlier? That Atman, Brahman, is verily Brahma, the creator. Paramatma, seen as the creator. With the Rajoguna, with the Maya Shakti, endowed with the Rajoguna aspect of that, is Brahma, the creator. I am the creator. Saha Brahma here means Saha Aham. That Brahman is me, the Atman, and therefore I am Brahma. I am Brahma. What a tall claim, right? I can't even make a pot properly. I can't even make a table properly. But I say, I am the creator of everything. Here, maker of pot, etc. is Upadhi. Along with the Upadhi, we are saying maker of pot maker, table maker. It's all along with the Upadhi. But here when you say, I am Brahma, I am Brahmaji, I am the creator, here mean that the truth of Brahma is Brahman Atma and I am the truth. That's all. Not in terms of Upadhi. In terms of Upadhi, there is no equality at all. No two entities are the same, totally identical. No two entities in this creation. Creation means variety, difference. They say, no, difference is the essence of creation. Without difference, there is no creation. There are no two exactly identical entities. See, they make in factories, no, they make machines, identical looking machines. Even plastic buckets, identical looking buckets they make. Yet they are distinct. The distinctness is still there. One is still not the other. One is very, very similar to other, all right, in all properties, shape, size, color, etc., function, usefulness, etc. It all may be the same. Yet they are distinct. This is the very basic idea proposed by the Vaiseshikas. In the Nyaya Vaiseshika philosophy, the Vaiseshikas show clearly that everything is distinct. There is an individuality. There is a distinctness for each and every entity. No two entities are the same, totally identical. There is distinctness. Therefore, one cannot be the other at all, definitely. And that too here, I am Brahma, I am creator, means I am the Alpajna, I am Alpa Shakti. My powers are very limited. My knowledge is very limited. But then how can I be the creator of this universe? Definitely, I am not. Therefore, the equation here is not in terms of Upadhi, but the truth behind the Upadhi, the Upahita. So, the truth of Brahma, the creator, is Brahmatman. And the truth of me, Devadatta, the seeker, is Brahmatman. That is what is said. It's like even the wave, the drop saying that, or the wave saying that, I am the ocean. Right? So the wave does not become equal to the ocean in terms of shape, in terms of size, but only in terms of the truth, the content of the wave and the water. Wave in the ocean, that is, namely the water. So to hear Saha Brahma, that Brahmatma, that I is Brahma. Saha Shivaha, verily that very same Brahmatma is Shivaha, the one who dissolves, the destroyer. The Tamoguna, seen with the Tamoguna. Saha Indraha is the Devaraja, Indraha, the supreme, the king, the lord of all devas. Saha Indra. Sendraha, Sandhi here is Chandasa. It must be Sa Indraha only. Right? In the Visarga Sandhi, you recollect there, it can be only Sa Indraha only. It's a Gunasandhi is done here, Sendraha. Right? This is the Arsha, this is Chandasa Sandhi. Saha Indraha. Saha Aksharaha. That Atman is Akshara, the imperishable, really the imperishable truth, and Paramaha, the highest, beyond all the Namarupa, untouched by all the Namarupa, the very truth of all Paramaha. And not only Parama, it is highest, it is the Parama Purushartha also. Wherever we see Parama, we have to connect it with our seeking also. Our seeking is freedom, moksha, and that is it. Paramaha here means the highest that is to be sought, that is sought. And it is really Swarat. Swayam Rajate. Rajate means shines. You know the king is called Raja in Sanskrit. Right? Devaraja. Raja is called Maharajaha, etc. Raja means the effulgent one, shining one. One who stands out among all the commoners, citizens are there, and then among them the king stands out in stature, in its majesty, right? We say, his majesty, her majesty, majestically stands out, royally stands out. That is Raja, shines. So, Swarat, Swayam Rajate, the self-shining Brahmatma, I am really that. Okay. We'll read the Sanskrit commentary also. We start with line number 6. Uma Sahaya Upasanataha Prapnoti Avidyayam Vidyadashayam Sarvatma Iti Aha. The commentator connects with that. Uma Sahaya Upasana Taha. Upasana, the Taha means the Panchami, fifth case. By, as a result of, by Uma Sahaya Upasana. Upasana is meditation. Seeing Ishvara, seeing Brahman as to be meditated upon, other than me, the meditator. This is the Upasana here. In the Upasana, the meditator looks upon the object of meditation, namely Ishvara, as different from oneself. That is the difference between the Manana, Nididhyasana and Upasana. In Nididhyasanam, we don't look upon Brahman, Ishvara as other than ourselves. That is Nididhyasana. Whereas in Upasanam, this distinction is maintained, is there. Maintained in the sense, the meditator still is not able to look upon Brahma, Ishvara and oneself as identical, but by practice, because of samskara, because of limitation, the meditator looks upon Ishvara as other than himself or herself. This is the Upasana. Therefore he says, Uma Sahaya Upasanataha. By meditating upon Uma Sahaya. Who is the Uma Sahaya? Parameshvara, but seen as a form, having a form. Is as the male form, and then Uma, the female form, the consort. Okay, Uma Sahaya. Shiva with Parvati as the consort. So Uma Sahaya Upasanataha, looking upon Ishvara in the form of Shiva with the Uma Sahaya Upasanataha, by Saguna Dhyanam, by Saguna Upasanam, Prapnoti, gains that loka, whatever loka, Kailasa, Vaikunta, etc. The loka prapti is there. And also the attributes, Ishvara, Aishwarya also gains Prapnoti, Tyartha. By Saguna Upasanam, by meditation, Prapnoti, gains. As a result of Upasanam, the Upasya, what is meditated upon, the Upasaka goes to Upasya, reaches the Upasya. Upasaka is the meditator, and then Upasya is what is meditated upon. The Upasaka, as a result of Upasana, goes to or reaches the upasya. That is said here. Loka prapti, etc. Prapnoti iti. When does it happen? Avidyayam, avidya dashayam. When the person has avidya, still there is avidya. There is still avidya lesha. A tinge of avidya is there. So it's not gone fully. Why it has not gone fully? Because of the condition of the mind, not because of pramana, not because of the shortcoming or the defect of pramana. Pramana has no shortcoming here. There is no defect in the pramana, but the defect obtains in the meditator, in the individual. That is the avidya dasha. Right? Avidya dashayam prapnoti. What about the wise person? How does the wise person look upon? So he says, vidya dashayam. In the light of vidya, when the person has this vidya completely, sarvatma, that person looks upon, I am the sarva atma, I am the atma of sarva. Sarva is all. I am the atma of all. Vidya dashayam sarvatma. Avidya dashayam prapnoti. Okay? There is going, there is gain when one has avidya. When one has vidya, avidya is gone. Then I am the truth. There is no going. There is no becoming. It's simply being. It is not becoming. One knows that I am the sarvatma. That is said here. Vidya dashayam sarvatma ityaha. And then giving the connection, he explains. Saha. Saha means he, that. What is that? He says, uktaha. Aforesaid. What was said? What has been said? Uktaha. What is said before? Nilakanta, Parameshvara, Vibhu, Trilochana, etc. Eka, Adi Madhyanta Vihina, etc. That was said. That is uktaha. The aforesaid, he is Brahma. Who is Brahma? Prathama Shariri. Prathamam Shariram Yasya. One who has the Prathama Sharira. The first embodied. The first embodiment. The first embodiment. One who has the first embodiment. This is a method presented in the Shastra. Sagunam, Nirgunam Brahma. Right? Along with taking to the Maya, the Upadhi. And there too, taking to the Maya, the Upadhi is seen or is presented, is seen as the Saguna Ishvara. Ishvara who is Saguna. We don't entertain the thinking that no, the Nirgunam Brahma has changed into Sagunam. It is not changed into Sagunam. It appears, it shows up. It is seen, that's all, as Sagunam. What is presented as Sagunam is indeed Nirgunam only. Only seen through the Upadhi, it is Sagunam. So, like we will say, no, we call people, no, wearing red shirt. The red shirt is coming. The red shirt is running. Right? Seen with the Upadhi, the person is referred to as red shirt. That's all. When we say red shirt is running, it is a fellow who is running. That's all. It's not the shirt which is running. Okay. So seen with the Upadhi called Ishvara. And that Ishvara, the Maya, Trigunatmika Maya, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, and seen through the Rajas Upadhi, Rajoguna Pradhana, then it is called Brahma, the creator. Right? So he says Prathama Shariri. First the creator and then the rest of the creation. Creator comes first, that is the Prathama Shariri. And then all the Shariras, other embodiments, all that is created come. We see in the Puranas very elaborate description of this sequence. Brahma came first, and then from Brahma Prajapatis come, etc., etc. We see in the Puranas, we see in great detail the Prathama Shariri. Even in Mundaka, we see, Brahma Devanam Prathamaha Sambhavuva. Brahma first manifestation. You say Prathama Shariri. And he further elaborates, the commentator, Karya Karana Bhutaha. He is in the form of Karya and Karana. Brahma, the Karya, he is in the form of Karya because he is the first Shariri. And he is the Karana because he is the creator of all other embodiments which come subsequently later. Therefore, he is the Karana also, he is the Karya also. He is in the form of Karya and Karana. Karya Karana Bhuta. Okay. Then, Saha further. That is to say that Paramatma, which is truth of me, is verily Brahma. That Brahma is non-separate from me, the Brahmatma. Then further, Saha Uktaha. Saha, that which is aforesaid, that indeed is Shivaha. Explains Uma Sahayaha, the consort of Uma Parvati. Shiva, as presented in the Veda mantras and also in the Puranas, Uma Sahaya is the destroyer or dissolver, one who dissolves everything. Pralaya Samaye, at the time of Pralaya, dissolution, the one who dissolves everything. That is, takes unto himself everything. Remember that Ishvara is the Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana. Ishvara is the Upadana Karanam also. Not only Nimitta, the creator, but also Upadanam. And therefore, the effect resolves into its own material cause. Therefore, when we say Rudra destroys, we mean Rudra takes unto himself. That's the meaning. It's not that, suppose somebody breaks a table. The one who breaks the table is different, and then the broken table is different. After breaking, the table doesn't become part of the breaker. There, it is different. Whereas when you say Rudra is the destroyer, he swallows unto himself, takes to himself. It's verily like the water is the creator of the wave, water is the sustainer of the wave, and water is the destroyer of the wave. So to here, Shiva is the destroyer. And that Ishvara, seen through the Tamas Upadhi, Tamo Guna, presented as Shiva. Okay. Further, Saha Indraha, that is Sendraha, is presented by mantra Pratika. This is the technical word. In the explanations, the commentator takes word by word from the original, from the text, and then the commentator explains that. So here the commentator takes the word Sendraha. Sendraha is the word occurring in the mantra. That is called Pratika. Pratika means taking the word from the Moolam, from the original. Sendraha is the Pratika. And then he will explain that. He explained that Saha Uktaha Indraha. Here he doesn't point out that this is Sandhi is Arsha, Sandhi is Chandasa, occurring in Chandas. Okay? Chandas has a freedom to do this sort of Sandhis, etc. Sometimes in the Veda you see present tense is presented as past tense, future tense presented as past, etc. All that we see, singular as plural, plural as singular, then first person as third person, all that we see. A liberty, a freedom is there, license is there, Vedic license, we can say. It's not that we also can do that. No, we don't do that. We follow the regular norms. So, the grammar rule. Here, Sendra. He explains, Saha Uktaha. Therefore said, Paramatma is verily Indraha. Who is Indra? Triloki Patihi. Patihi. Pati, the Lord of Triloki. Triloki means heavens. The Lord of heavens. The Lord of the Devas. Devarajaha. Triloki Patihi. Okay. I am Indra. Paramatma is Indra and I am that Indra. I do not appropriate Indratvam. When I say I am Indra, suppose I am a wise person and I say I am Brahma, I am Shiva, I am Indra. It's not that I compete for the position of Indra. Indra gets scared. Oh, this fellow is declaring that I am Indra now. Will he come and topple me? Will he dislodge me from my chair? No, it's not that. This is not claiming, it's only owning. It's all right. It's not. I'm not claiming Indrahood. I'm saying that the truth of Indra is me. That's all. Right? Owning without owning. Owning without owning that. You see, Saha Indra. It's all wisdom. The wisdom is, the knowledge is presented in this way. I am the truth of all. What is that all? Indra, Surya, Chandra, etc. And in one of the Upanishad mantras, Rishi Vamadeva is mentioned there. Vamadeva, the great Rishi, is mentioned. A very saintly person, and then wise person. Vamadeva says, Aham Suryaha, I am the sun, I am the Lord Sun, Aham Surya. And Aham Manuhu Abhavam, I was Manu. I was that Manu. Which Manu now? There are countless Manus, right? The firstborns, Manus, ordainers, the lawmakers in each epoch of time, no? In each eons of time, there is a Manu. I am Manu, I was Manu. Which Manu now? All the Manus that were there in the entire, whatever beginningless past, okay? I am all the Manus. And many Suryas, I am all the Surya. And then whatever that is going to come, Manus that are going to come, I am all those Manus. Right? Without becoming, he says, I am everything. Aham Manuhu, Aham Suryam, Aham Suryaha, Aham Manuhu Abhavam. Sarvatma. I am the Atma of everything. When one looks upon, when one understands this, that person is a Mukta. That person is the Mukta Purusha. And one, at least if not one understands, at least if one looks upon deliberately, to that extent that mind enjoys composure, fullness, freedom, purity, right? It enjoys. The more one invokes bigness in one's own mind, I am big. It's not an egoistic statement, I am big. Who is there to challenge me? I am the biggest, I am the greatest. They are all statements born out of ego, okay? But here, it is not. That is not born out of ego, not for ego satisfaction, but then as a truth to be owned. Therefore, the more one looks upon oneself as large, big, I am big, then the smallness goes away. Right? Whatever smallness, meanness that may show up in my mind, in me, that meanness vanishes, goes away. The more I am free from meanness, the better I live. The happier I am, the fuller I am, the peaceful I am, the more the harmonious I live in harmony. Therefore, a very beautiful idea, even as a suggestion, even as a auto-suggestion. Suggest to oneself that I am free. Right? Tell myself that I am free. I am happy. I am big. Okay? Don't tell, oh, I don't have this, I am not happy, I am wanting this, I am not that. Don't suggest to that. Enough of it. We have heard enough of it. Okay? बहुत हो गया है, बहुत है. वो बहुत हो गया है. काफी, enough. Alam. Alpa buddhya, right? Alpa buddhya, alam. Enough of this alpa buddhi. Now, invoke the bigness. Therefore, it says here, I am Triloki Pati. I am the Lord of all the three worlds. In other words, also another present, looking at differently. Whatever the satisfaction, whatever happiness, whatever peace that belongs to Indra, that is mine. Right? Whatever that peace, whatever the bigness, whatever the greatness that belongs to Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, that is mine. Right? I am the Paramananda, and then Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, they are all those manifestations. Whatever Ananda is there in that manifestation, it is mine. It's like sugar saying, no, is a big ball of sweet in a sweet shop. Big ball of sweet is there, and then small granules of sweets are there, and then said, whatever sweetness is there in the big ball of sweet meat, I am that. I am that sugar which is sweetness of this big ball. Okay, I am that sugar which is the sweetness in the small granules of sweet. I am that. So whatever ananda, whatever purnatva, right? Whatever purnatva, the bigger purnatva is there, bigger satisfaction, bigger nature is there, that belongs to me. That is, I am the one, that Atma who is Ananta, is Purna, and then all the upadhis partake of this Purnatva. Have you seen this Manisha Panchakam? No. There it says, this Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva and all that, no, Sakra, Indra, Devendra, etc. All they enjoy the Ananda, all the Ananda that they enjoy, they are all droplets. What do you say when the wave strikes against dash against the rocks, no? And then mist, no, mist, spray, yeah, whatever those happiness are like spray. When water hits against the rocks, no, and then water scatters into fine spray. I am like the ocean, and Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, etc., Indra, etc., the Ananda that belongs to, they are like the spray particles. I am the ocean. Okay? Ananda, I am the Paramananda. That's the idea here. So owning the Ananda Swarupa here. I am the bigger Ananda, and the bigger one. That is my Swarupa. Okay. Triloki Patihi. Further. Saha Uktaha. So look at this. At every instance, the commentator says Uktaha. There's a discipline of commentary. He already said Saha Uktaha once or twice he said, but then every time he says Saha Uktaha, Saha Uktaha. The aforesaid, aforementioned. He is, that individual is Aksharaha. Let me say, what is Aksharaha? Vinasharahitaha. Vinashena rahitaha. Rahitaha, free from. Vinasha, destruction. No destruction. I am indestructible. Okay? I am indestructible. I read somewhere, I don't remember where. Brahman is like plastic. Somebody said, why do you say polythene, plastic? Brahman is like plastic. Why plastic? Plastic is indestructible. Amusing. So I am like plastic. I am vinasharahita. So free from any destruction. I am timeless. I am not bound by time. Body is bound by time. Mind is bound by time. But I, the Atma, the one, the truth of all, the wielder of all, I am free from time. I am the Sakshi of time. Even the rise of time and then the existence of time and time resolving, I am the Sakshi. The Sakshi is always free from the Sakshya. The Drik is free from the Drishya. Therefore, I am Vinasharahitaha because I am not bound by time, because I am the Sakshi of time. Being the Sakshi of time, I am timeless. I am the timeless truth. Okay, Vinasharahitaha, Aksharaha, imperishable. In this compound, Vinasharahitaha, when we say Rahitaha, right? Sahita or Rahita, when that comes, the earlier will be Tritiya case. Vinashena Rahitaha, free from Vinasha. Vinasha Sahitaha will be Vinashena Sahitaha, subject to Vinasha. So this is the Sanskrit style. Vinashena Rahitaha, free from Vinasha. Okay, further. Paramaha Utkrishtaha. I am the Paramaha, the high. Utkrishta, the highest. Okay. Nothing above me. Why above me? Nothing equal to me. Why even equal to me? There is nothing other than me. Okay. There is nothing other than me, the Atma. Utkrishtaha, Paramaha. Therefore, this is the Purushartha also. Parama Purushartha, Utkrishtaha. We all always look for the Utkrishta, the highest. This is one trait of the human mind. Would not really settle totally for anything less. Okay? You may make compromise. You may accept with a dissatisfaction. No? But then totally will not be satisfied unless we get the highest. This is a trait of the human mind. That's why there is a seeking. The seeker is there because one will not accept anything less than the highest. Okay? Therefore, Utkrishta. It's like even the Nadi, the river. Did we see in the Mundak also? I think we see that. Like Yatha Nadyaha Syandamanaha, etc. Samudrame Bhabikachanti, Namarupe Vihaya, etc. The river runs towards the ocean, generally, towards the ocean. It won't stop anywhere. It may take a break. Alright, like when a dam is there, it will take a break, but then it will never stop. It may take a diversion, go round a hill, but will not stop. When does it stop now? Only when reaching its goal, the ocean. When finding its own level, that is the true level, the ocean. So to the human mind will never stop seeking till it owns the Purnatva. Till it owns Purnatva, the human seeker, the human mind will never stop. It will keep on looking for it. It will only stop only when it finds, only when it owns the highest. And that highest is Mahiswarupa Ananda, that is Parama Purusha, Parama Utkrishta, that I am already. I need to own this. I need to understand, I need to own. It is not that like the river, I run towards Parameshwara. I go and get this Paramananda. It is not that I only own. What I disown now, what I cannot claim now, what I am not able to understand, assimilate, own now, by the process of Shravana, etc., I understand. This is I gain this Parama. I understand that I am a Parama Utkrishta. Swarat. He explains, Anya Anapekshatvena Swayameva Rajate Iti Swarat. Iti. Thus, the word Swarat is to be understood. Iti Swarat. In this way, it is Swarat. Thus, it is Swarat. How it is Swarat? Swayameva Rajate. Rajate shines. Sandhi. Recall the vowel Sandhi there. Ayadi Sandhi. Rajate iti shines. How it shines? Swayameva, by itself. That he explains. Anya Anapekshatvena. Apeksha, dependency. Anapeksha, not depending. Anya, on other. Anya Anapekshatvena, not depending upon anything else for being, for shining. Like the sun does not depend upon any other light to be bright. Okay? So too, I shine. To be, I don't depend upon anything. There are people who think, my mind thinks, therefore I am. Okay? That's a standpoint. It's a standpoint. That's not the truth of the self. René Descartes, the French, the great philosopher, says, cogito ergo sum. It's a Latin phrase. I think, therefore I am. Does it mean that my existence is because of my thinking? That's not the point there. It's a standpoint. You recall the distinction between a standpoint and the reality, the truth of something. Okay, it's a standpoint. That validates that I am. I understand. That's all. Because if I am not there, how can there be thinking? That's the idea there. If I am not there, how can there be thinking? How is a seer? How can there be a seer, hearer, listener, feeler, etc., experiencer without me? Experience takes place, hearing takes place. It is very evident that I am there. Right? I am there, therefore thinking takes place. For here, we do not depend upon our minds to be ourselves. Right? In fact, it is the mind which depends upon me. Mind which depends upon me to be and to think, to know, to feel, to know, etc. All that, the mind which is dependent. I don't depend upon the mind. It's not that only when I wake up in the morning I come into existence. Right? And when I go to sleep, the mind goes to sleep, I become non-existent. That's not the case. I am existing, wake up. Existing, go to sleep. Existing, asleep. That's all. Therefore, here it says, to be, I don't depend upon anything else. To be a man, I depend upon this masculine body. To be a scholar, I depend upon a mind which knows so much. To be an artist, it depends upon the mind or the person to know that particular art. Okay? To be something else, that's aupadika, depends upon upadi. But to be, I don't depend upon anything. And also, I am to be aware of that. To shine, I don't depend upon anything, including my own mind. Anya anapekshatvena, not depending upon anything for existence or for effulgence, for cognition, for being conscious. Swayameva rajate, shines by itself. Iti swarat. Atma, I am the swarat. Okay. Further. Sayeva Vishnu, this we read. Okay. Sayeva Vishnu. Mantra. Commentary we see. Saha eva Uktaha eva. That evokta sandhi is there, guna sandhi. Saha eva, verily, very same. Uktaha eva, the aforesaid alone, is Vishnu. Very word, the word Vishnu means, that explains Vyapana Sheela. Sheela of the nature. Sheela, the nature of the characteristic of Vyapana, of pervading. Vyapi means pervasive. Vyapana Sheelaha, one whose nature is to pervade everywhere, pervade everything. Vyapana Sheela. Word Vishnu, this is the first meaning of the word Vishnu. Vishnu means Vyapana Sheelaha. All pervasive, one, I am that. And further, that is presented in the Shastras in a form, particular form. Vyapana Sheela cannot have any form. Like space, all pervasive space doesn't have any particular form, cannot have particular form, but can be represented in a form. Like, an artist may draw a picture of something and then say, label it space. Space has a face and legs and all that, and space talking and so on. It's all a representation. So too we have a representation of this Vyapana Sheela, Paramatma, as this, he says, Shankha Chakra Gada Dharaha. That he says. Shankha Chakra Gada Dharaha. One who has Shankha and Chakra and Gada, the mace. The conch is there, shell, that is Shankha. Chakra, the disc, the wheel is there. Gada, the mace is there. Gada Dharaha. Shankam cha Chakram cha Gadam cha Dharati iti Shankha Chakra Gada Dharaha. The one who has, one who wields Shankha Chakra and Gada. It's a typical representation of Vishnu, Shankha Chakra Gada Dhara. And these are also meaningful. Shankha is meaningful. Shankha stands for sound. Sound stands for word. Word stands for wisdom, knowledge. Okay? So they all knowing. The all knowledge is represented by the Shankha. They are not meaningless representation, very meaningful. Shankha stands for Sarvajna. Okay? And then this Chakra, capable of making, breaking, etc., is the Sarva Shakti, capable of Sarva Shaktiman. So Shankha Chakra means Sarvajna, Sarva Shakti, all powerful, all omnipotent, omniscient. That is Shankha and Chakra. Okay. Gada is in the form of the order Dharma. Gada is the Dharma, the wielder of Dharma. Right? Gada Dharaha. Okay. I am that Vishnu also. Remember again, this is not a statement of an arrogant ego. This is a statement of an enlightened ego, or an ego or a mind which attempts, which is in the process of becoming enlightened. It's not an arrogant statement. I am Vishnu. Hey, you are Alpajna. You claim that you are Ishvara. You are Vishnu. Do you mean that you are the creator, etc.? You sustain everything? No, I don't claim that. I only know that the truth of me and the truth of Vishnu is one. That's all. So it's not an arrogant statement, but it's a statement in enlightenment. Saha uktaha, the aforesaid is indeed pranaha. What is pranaha? The simple meaning. Pranadi panchavritti rupaha. The fivefold panchavritti, fivefold manifestation, panchavritti rupa. What is that fivefold? Prana adi. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. This is the panchavritti rupa, fivefold manifestation. That which is active in the every sharira, every body. In every body and in all bodies. One body and every body. The samashti and the vyashti. The individual and the sum total prana. I am that prana. Saha uktaha kalagnihi kalarupi vaishvanaraha. In one reading in this sheet we have Kalagni as one word, whereas in this sheet we have Kalogni is the reading there. Saha Kalogni. That is Kalaha, that is time, and that is Agni. That Atma indeed is, I am indeed Kala and I am indeed Agni as two separate words. I am Kala, I am the time, I am the truth of time. When I am time, I am free from time. See, I am free from the changes brought about by time. Right? If I am time, then I am not affected by myself. Okay? If I am time, I am not affected by time. If I am not time, I am subject to time, then time brings a change in me. Janma, Marana, etc. All the change comes to me, division comes. But I am time indeed. It means I am Kala, Atita, real. I am about time, I am free from time. And I am Agnihi. I am the Agni Devata. Or, as presented in this one word, Kala Agnihi. What is Kala Agnihi? Kala Rupi Agnihi. Agni in the form of Kala. Agni, what does it do? One function of Agni is to burn up everything. Anything you put in fire, it just burns up. And what does time do? Everything it swallows. Time swallows. Kalo Jagat Bhakshakaha. It said. Kalaha, time is the swallower, Bhakshaka. Bhakshaka of Jagat. The entire world, one after another, the fellow Kala is eating. Right? Now, one fellow, one human being, gone. And then another, after 1 minute later, another fellow gone. Okay? And then another one, this animal, that animal. Not only this, and then this mountain gone. It happens, no? Some huge earthquake happens, and then the mountain is gone. The huge mountain is gone in a minute, it's gone. It all happens. Mountain is born, mountain is gone. It all happens thrice it happens. Of course, mountains rise slowly also, that also is there. But mountains being born and gone immediately, that also is there. And even when a star explodes, gone, time swallows that star also. You see, Jagat Bhakshakaha, the swallower of everything. A great force. Kala, a great force. I am the Kala Rupi Vaishvanara. Vaishvanara is Agni, fire. I am that fire in the form of time and the swallower. Okay. Saha Uktaha Chandramaha. Chandramaha, the moon. He says Shashankaha. The moon here. Shasha is a rabbit, and then the moon, on the moon, full moon, you can see a mark. Looks like the head of a rabbit, like two tall, 2 ears, and then the rabbit sitting like that. You can see like that. So it's called Shasha Anka. Anka is a mark. Shasha Anka, rabbit marked one. The rabbit sign one. That's the moon full. Shashanka. Okay. That is to say, by it's a sample list. Vishnu, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Indra, etc. Surya, Chandra, Kala. That is to say, I am everything. I am all that is said and all that is not said. I am Ukta, Anukta, said and not said. I am the truth of all. Okay. Fire is hot, sun is hot, moon is cool. Okay. So I am the hot, I am the cold also. Okay. I am heat, I am cold. I am the hot, I am the cool one also. I am everything. Also, sun and moon represent. Sun represents Karta. Moon stands for Bhokta. Sun, Karta, symbolically. Daytime you are all up and doing things, active, do this, do that, try that, attempt that, change that, bring it, drop it, all that. Activity, Karta. So daytime you are active generally. You are not talking about night shift. Not doing night shift here. No. So daytime you are Karta, and then moon means Bhokta. Enjoy the fruit of the day, the labor of the day, enjoy that. That's right. Sun and moon means Karta and Bhokta. Also, the Bhokta and Bhogya, that is it. Both are. Chandrama, that stands for Bhogyam. The sun stands for Bhokta. Bhokta and Bhogyam, that is that. Enjoyer and enjoyed. So that the pair. By saying I am Surya, I am Chandra, it refers to I am the Karta, I am the Bhokta. That means the truth of Karta, truth of Bhokta is me. All the Karta is me, manifests in me. And all the Bhokta is my manifestation only. Anything, anybody, anything, anybody, anywhere, anytime, enjoying anything, it is me. Right? So there is. And also, I am the Bhokta, I am the Bhogyam, I am the Anna, I am the Annada. We chant in Taittiriya, no? Ahamannada, Ahamannam, Ahamannam, Aham. You completed that? Taittiriya. It comes. I am the Annam, I am the eaten food. Ahamannam, Ahamannam, Ahamannam. I am the Annam, I am the Bhogyam, I am the enjoyed. And who is the enjoyer? Ahamannado, Ahamannado, Ahamannado. I am the Annada. Annada means the eater of food. I am the Bhokta, I am the Bhogyam. I am the truth of both. A beautiful, a grand vision. Everything is included in that as one Swarup. Nothing is left out. I am everything. Okay. If I leave out anything, then I am small. Then I am limited. So here, nothing is left out. The truth of everything, I am that. A very grand vision, the grandest vision. Okay, we leave here. We will continue next class. Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunyama Devaha Bhadram Pashyemakshadirpyajatraha Sthirairangai Stushtvagum Sastanubhi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vriddhashravaha Swastina Pusha Vishvavedaha Swasti Nastaksho Arishtanevi Swasti No Brigaspatir Dadhatu Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om